This is Poop Joke Movie Podcast Now. Your one-stop video shop, wherein your geeky clerks, Michael, Baby Genius Benton, and Philip, at Lego Shadburn, guide you through our collection of video nasties, slasher flicks, action movies, and 90s comedy classics. From the poop-filled toilets of Aspen, Colorado, to the worm stores of Rhode Island, this podcast leaves no film unstupefied. I'm Michael.
I'm Phil.
That's cool. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Mike.
Phil, we're back.
Like the dinosaurs.
Like those fucking fake dinosaurs from the liberal media show.
Yeah.
Like those,
Yes.
like those friggin' fake dinosaurs, man. We're back.
Like those liberal dinosaurs.
Like those fucking lib cuck, fucking shit lib little baby dinos sucking their thumbs and crying about being triggered by meteors.
Yeah, I was going to say the meteor triggered me.
Oh, did it? I'm sorry, Mr. Dinosaur, that you were triggered by a gigantic 6-mile wide meteor.
It's like, is that God?
That's God. Oh, God's a hardcore. He's
talking to the
God.
dinosaurs. I'm sorry, I quit.
Oh yeah,
to kill you.
Phil. God is an arch conservative. Okay, he would not like us. Okay,
Like one of us.
He's very upset. Like one of us, exactly. He is very upset by. This is what's funny when you take 2 weeks off to put out an old miniseries that you did with your best friend. You wind up missing the fun of the midterms not being a red wave and all of my conservative family members and friends on Facebook going radio silent.
I'm just like, oh.
It was like, God damn it, I thought we was going to kill Antifa. And it's just like, calm
no, not yet.
Not
guys.
Anyways, we're back. And I think we need a little bit of a mea culpa here. We've switched to Mondays, Phil. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I take that back. Wednesday. We've switched to Wednesdays from Mondays, okay?
Yeah, Wednesday.
We've switched, and the reason for that is because we didn't choose to. My fucking laptop, where I edit the show, I'm a sound guy, and the laptop, it was a little buggy, so I took it into the... I hate saying this. This is going to sound, well, look, it's Dumb and Dumber. I guess I might as well own up to when I did something dumb. My laptop, my MacBook Pro was acting buggy, and I fucked up and took it to the same store Hunter Biden did.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of rumors and photos floating around the internet right now. Of me in bed, eating McDonald's.
Oh.
Well,
That's like...
And smoking crack.
And smoking crack with hookers from Slovenia.
Oh,
but
that's the problem?
Partly embarrassing.
That's the problem? I thought it was the fact that I was eating hotcakes.
No, it was not the... it was not the McDonald's...
not the big breakfast?
Flapjack, plate, or whatever. It was the hookers and drugs.
So the main problem was my laptop broke. We had to miss a fucking Monday for the first time in, Phil, almost 2 years. We were late by 2 days, and that is embarrassing. Apologies to the patrons on our Patreon. We're going to give you something a little special this week. Pictures of Philip's anus. So, we have the new schedule. We're coming out on Wednesdays. We're sticking to it, Missy. Now, aren't we, Phil?
We are, Missy Hyatt.
I don't know that. I don't understand.
That's not an actress for some reason I thought that's an actress. I don't know who that is.
Is
I
she
just named the name.
the heiress to the Hyatt uh,
Regional.
hotel fortune?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Semi fortune?
He's like, come have Dragon Con here.
Yeah, she's like, I'm worth $200,000, poor man.
It's like, oh,
Okay.
I mean, it's still more than me, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, so look, we got some cool shit coming down the pike. Just wanted to take care of biz up front. We got some slashers. Next week, we're doing Barbarian, which Philip and I are currently obsessed with. We'll get in.
With Barbarian.
But hey, the bitch boys, I love them. Yeah.
Barbarian.
So we're gonna be doing Barbarian, which I've seen that movie. Phil, since you and I talked on the phone yesterday, I watched it one more time last night.
Yeah,
I've seen it four times in
at
3
least
weeks.
3 to 4 times. Yeah.
All right, we'll get into it next week, but we got some sci-fi classics and maybe a classic that Phil and I aren't very sure if we like at all. We'll get into it. But we got some cool shit coming up. Don't worry, action movie fans. You're going to be represented too. But real quick, this is Dumb and Dumber, right?
Yes.
This is our 3rd edition of the Jim Carrey Chronicles.
Yeah, because we did Ace Ventura and The Mask.
And The Mask. So this is the 3rd one. 3rd time's a charm, to be honest.
I think so.
We'll get to that. Philip was fucking just soiling his little britches over how much he either loves or hates this movie. We don't know yet. Mm-hmm. Philip called me last night in a cold sweat. And he said, Michael Alexander goddamn Benton. I said, yes, sir.
What's your name?
He said, I'm drunk and I'm barreling down the highway at 13 miles an hour. I was like, okay, you must be drunk.
Or high. How? Never mind. I ate a bunch of gummies.
He ate a bunch of gummies.
You're going 13 miles per hour.
You, let's be honest. You're back on the hairspray. You've been huffing that hairspray again.
Yeah.
But he called me and he said, I hate this movie. You hate Dumb and Dumber. We'll get there in a second. First, Phil, we have to lay the groundwork here. We're talking about a movie that centers around 2 guys in their 30s who are stupid as fuck.
Yes.
Phil, we are 2 guys in our 30s, but the question has always been, and we get this question every week from, I assume, adoring fans.
Yes.
How stupid are you? So this week, we decided we would finally answer the question, how much IQ does we got?
How much stupid you is?
How much stupid you got in your brain, boy?
How much dumb shit you got?
Okay, so I looked it up online. What's a good basic IQ website that, look, you can knock them a million ways to Sunday, but it's a good basic metric of intelligence.
Yeah.
And we had to do a free one. We couldn't do the big bad boy one. I think it's the HDI IQ test. We couldn't do that one.
Which is probably a lot of
moolah.
Oh, it'd probably be what, 100. That's not a lot, but I still wouldn't pay for it.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's more than we wanted to pay for the show. Yeah, exactly. So we took a free one from free-iqtest.net. It comes pretty highly recommended for online IQ tests. Obviously, it's not the gold standard. Link will be in today's notes. I took it. Philip took it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 20 questions, right?
20 questions.
And it has a timer, so it times you. And we did pretty much you cannot cheat. You can't be asking, your Google Home device. You can't pull up your phone. Did you stick to it, Phil? Did you cheat?
Yeah. No, I did not cheat.
Okay, good man. So, all right, fine. Here, let me find some game show music. Maybe that'll help. You think that'll help, Poopy?
I think it could.
You think it'll help? Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, let me find some.
I think so.
You think so? I think so too. Isn't that funny how much you and me think so?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if this works. Maybe this will be good music for us.
Welcome to Who's a Rube.
All right, Phil, we got the results from our IQ tests, and I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. All right, Phil, who goes first? How about this? We'll ask each other a question, and whoever answers it, okay. Wins, okay?
Okay.
Whose dick is bigger? Correct answers only. Between you and me.
Probably yours.
Definitely mine. Okay, so I get to pick. You go first.
Okay. Okay. I got a 97 percentile. I am slightly above average.
You got a 97?
97, yeah.
Like total score? Okay.
Yeah, it was the last, yeah.
Okay, so the average IQ actually is 100.
Okay, well, I'm a couple.
No. It's not. It's actually like 90 to 110 or something is the average.
Yeah.
So you fall right in the average. You're just but you're like the average Joe, fucking like just like you just
Joe Cool.
Yeah. To be honest, Phil, it's so funny to me because you're kind of just like the thing that grounds this show is you, and we've gotten plenty of emails where people were like, Phil's just like having your buddy hanging out with you, making fun of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're just like your average fucking good, funny guy.
Yeah.
My score, I got a 5. No,
It's like, wow, how are you even breathing like on your own and not like hooked to a machine where it's like,
All right. Mine.
A fish.
I hate saying this. Mine's 126.
Okay.
Which is in the 96th percentile, which means I'm smarter than 95.9% of all human beings who've ever lived, and I'm basically like Kanye level genius.
Oh, okay. You can fucking have that. You Semite. Take it.
But now I got 126, which was hilarious because in my head I was like, I'm definitely getting a 73.
Yeah, like I was the same way. Like I was like, shit.
No, but I guess like I'm the new Einstein or something. I don't know. Look, I mean, I'll leave it for my adoring fans on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say? Do you want to like bow to me or something, I guess? Because I'm super smart.
Sure. I'll bow to you. Oh, fearless leader, overlord Michael with his brain so big.
Oh my God, y'all stop. Okay. Republicans, huh? It's my Bill Maher impression.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Let's get into it. Phil, the regular guy.
Mm-hmm.
Question from Michael the Genius Benton.
Okay.
Jimothy Carrey.
Jimothy Carrey, yes.
We're doing the Jimothy Carrey Chronicles, and
yeah.
First thing I noticed watching this movie this week, watching this movie 3 times this week, I was pulling Phil numbers. Like, I normally don't do. I usually watch our movies once, maybe twice.
Maybe twice, yeah.
Yeah, you usually watch them like 3 or 4 times. It's Dumb and Dumber. Like, I grew up watching this movie every fucking week on TBS. Every week.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it never gets old.
It really
I can turn it on every day and just be like, I guess I'll do the dishes and have fucking this on and still laugh my ass off.
And still laugh my fucking ass off, dude. I love this movie. I love this movie. Putting our cards out already. We're laying them down on. Okay, I love this movie.
I love it too.
We'll get to the percentiles. They might be as high as my IQ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to keep bringing that up for no reason.
Yeah, that was fine. I mean, I gloat too. Of course, I was like, oh, thank God I'm average.
A little pulling the curtains, so the beef curtains.
There's nothing wrong with being average.
No, absolutely. That's what I would say to somebody who is stupid too, you know? So this is our first Farrelly Brothers movie, bro.
Ah, the Farrelly brothers.
The Irish brothers from Rhode Island, the Farrellys. You know how the Irish talk.
Yeah.
This is our first fucking Farrelly Brothers movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like in our show's history.
Yeah.
Our stop.
We've never done. No.
No,
That's
never. This is the first one. And after watching it, it's like, okay, so we also. Like, this is the only one. No, I mean, I guess they made the sequel. They made the sequel,
Yeah.
right? They made Dumb and Dumber
They did
2.
the sequel also, yeah.
Okay. So, but we still have to do fucking Kingpin and There's Something About Mary.
Something About Mary.
Oh my God, we got to do those movies so fucking bad. Okay, so we got to set our bona fides. We are huge fans of Jim Carrey on this podcast now, aren't we, Phil?
Yes, we are big fans of James Carrey and Jeffrey Daniels.
Jeffrey Daniels, you and I were talking about this yesterday. This is his movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as much as we love Jim Carrey, and like I would say honestly, 50% of the comedy I do is me just trying to do Jim Carrey's manic craziness. That is literally half of what I do. Okay?
Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey. Like, I want him. You ever go to bed and you're just like, oh man, I wish I would just wake up and Jim Carrey would just be taking me up the buddy.
Okay.
You know, that's how big a fan of him I am,
Yeah.
Phil.
It's like I'm Smithers, where he's like, he just comes in and he's like,
Just under his covers.
yeah.
But the other thing is, this is the first Farrelly Brothers movie ever. This is their first movie. Their first,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't just mean that this is the first,
This is their first.
This is the first movie that they ever
Period.
fucking did. Now, one of them wrote a shit ton of screenplays that never got picked up. We'll get into that in a second. But this is the
films.
This is the no. Oh, look! Now he's turning to the bottle. Now he's drinking.
It's the can, dude. It's not the bottle. I'm not that much of a drunk.
You still are one of those guys who thinks if I drink beer, it's not as bad as if I have a shot, and I'll never understand that. Because ask a doctor.
I know it's the same.
A doctor. If you're like, look, I'm just having 8 beers a night. That's not that bad.
I don't do 8 beers a night.
I know you don't. Relax, okay?
Weekend, yeah.
Hey, you gotta have fun. You gotta let loose. Like when I went to that.
I mean, girls just want to have fun.
Like when I went to that shitty 1975 concert this weekend.
Wait,
I was
like
dragged.
a time machine? Did you go into a time machine to 1975?
Yeah, and I saw your dad as a go-go dancer shaking his little keister.
He used to do that.
He
yes.
did. He did.
Yeah.
No, I saw
no.
a famous punk rock band from London, England called the 1975 Wink. It's a shitty pop band, and I saw them because a couple of friends of mine, who shall remain nameless, they had an extra ticket, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, sure.
Yeah.
Not my style, and there were
Yeah.
plenty of like teenage girls who were just screaming. They were screaming, "I fucking love you!" It was the weirdest thing to the guy.
I'm
not
gonna
me.
throw my womb at you.
Yeah, they didn't throw their one. Don't do that.
I hope not. That'd be weird.
But yeah, man, I fucking love the Farrelly brothers. You
Yeah.
know? They've got a hell of a. They had a fucking run, man. Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin, Some About Mary, Me, Myself, and Irene, Shallow Hal, Stuck on You.
Yeah.
They made a bunch of good shit, man. They're great
Stuck
comedy.
on You was great, and
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I think it's a good movie. But like, that movie sucks. I'm like, that was pretty good.
No, I agree. Also, I love Greg Kinnear. Like, he's just such I just feel warm and fuzzy when he's around.
Oh,
He looks like he smells like my dad's polo jacket he used to wear in the 90s.
Okay, yeah.
Like cigarettes.
Cigarettes and cologne.
Cigarettes and cheap cologne and
And
anger.
Stetson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Old Spice. Like, this smells like daddy. I'll wallow in it like a cat.
What'd your dad smell like? What's your dad smell like?
Uh,
What does your daddy smell like?
he was a cologne guy, but now he just uses
Come.
not even Axe. What's that shit called?
Body
That's
spray?
like it's like Axe, except it's like it's cheaper. It's
Ass?
ass. Yeah. No, I want your
Body spray.
he uses Bodman. And I'm like, where did you get this shit?
To be fair,
Where
my
do you
dad probably
find
does too.
it?
My dad's a cheapskate, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, anybody our age saw this movie on TBS 20 times a fucking week.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it never stops making me laugh. Like, this movie
No.
is so fucking funny. And, you know, the Farrelly brothers are a lot like these.
The Coens.
No. Well, I mean, no. They're more
I was-
like the Zucker brothers in that they just
I was
make.
making a joke.
No, I don't understand it. I'm too smart for that, maybe. I don't
maybe
understand.
so.
I don't understand your average intelligence humor.
You have the same IQ as Kanye West, but yeah.
It didn't say that. Yeah, all
No.
I'm saying is
Close enough, though.
I'm a fucking genius.
No. Actually, at 160 is Sly. Actually, is at 160. That's what he says.
Okay, so he's at 96% or whatever.
Take
96.
the one away at 60. Oh,
Did he really say he has 160
He said 160.
IQ? Okay, well, look, he's lying.
has
Okay,
lying.
look, you and I have fucking delved deep enough into that man's
To know.
career and psyche. He's full of shit. Okay,
Yeah.
Sly Stallone
Oh, yeah.
is full of shit. Love him to pieces. He's a fucking moron.
150.
Yeah, again, Elon Musk is in real time right now proving that you can be very rich and wealthy and successful and be stupid as fuck. Yeah, okay?
Yeah.
So, no diss against Sly, okay? The neurodivergent deserve their chance at money as well, okay?
Yeah.
Now, Phil,
Up.
you ready to get to this goddamn movie?
I'm ready to get to this curse word movie.
I forgot you took a vow of non-cursing.
I'm a
That's
Mormon.
right. No, you are, I know. You're a bitch.
Yeah.
Get to the movie, get to the movie. Quit rambling and get to the movie.
All right, Phil. Little Philly cheesesteak. Little
Sitting on
Philly.
a fence.
Yep. Wishing it was a dick attached to men's.
There you go.
Phil,
That's it.
what's the plot, though? That's it. I've seen this
Okay.
movie 100 times. I don't know what it's about.
Okay. It's called Dumb and Dumber. Who is dumb and who is dumber? Find out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You have been phoning these in for 3 weeks now. You are better than this?
Okay.
You're getting into doing stand-up comedy?
Mhm.
Put in the mother flipping effort. You're funnier than this.
Okay.
You should be like this. Oh, what's the plot? Dumb and Dumber. Wait, what is this about the Democrats and Republicans?
Oh, I don't do politics.
Oh, that's right. I take it back. Fucking stupid. Well, fucking idiot.
Yeah, I'm not a hack.
So fucking hacky and stupid.
Not stupid, snoopid.
Now, Phil, I normally ask what the cast is, but this movie, as you pointed out,
A lot of people.
a lot of people. It's a mind-bogglingly fascinating cast. So we're going to get to that in depth in a minute. So let's just say Jeff Daniels is in this.
James Carrey.
Our man for the miniseries, fucking Jimothy Carrey. So let's skip over that for now. And Phil, what's the budget?
17 million.
Dollars, rubles, shekels, denarii. Did you look that up? Did you?
Rupees.
Rupees. Okay. All right. So this is a cheap piece of shit movie. What's the box orifice from The Office? Remember?
247.3 million rupees.
247 mil? That ain't bad.
Yes.
What's the meter?
68%, which is like, y'all fucking serious?
Give it one more percent. Let's get to 69, babe.
Well, 69, that's the number.
69's 100%, man. We're Americans.
That's the lucky number.
Hell yeah, it is. 68%, really?
I'm slapping.
Seriously, 68%?
68%. I would not lie about that.
That's fucking stupid. What's the audience score?
84%, which I'm still like, all right, I get it, but you gotta raise it up a little bit more.
All right, what do you give it?
I give it 100.
Do you really?
No lie. It is that from start to finish, I have no complaints about this movie at all.
I agree.
Every scene is just, you fucking laugh. It's not like, oh, here's a kind of, this is boring. But no, it keeps its flow of comedy.
Also, the jokes just fucking land. They feel it's going to sound weird, but they feel honest for what the movie is. Like, it doesn't feel like forced jokes. The other thing I love about this is when you and I were in our early 20s, the last era of pure comedy movies that came out, you know, the Seth Rogen era of comedies, which was really just before everybody was like, I just want to see superheroes until I die. Or until massive conglomerates made us only watch those, to be honest.
Exactly,
but those movies, which are very funny, 40-Year-Old Virgin, fucking Knocked Up, super bad. You know, Get 'Em to the Greek, and all that kind of stuff. My main problem with that era of comedy is it's a shit ton of celebrity references. Remember that? In Knocked Up, there's a character who's growing a big, long beard, and they just keep doing, you look like Robin Williams' Knuckles, stuff like that. It's all just pop culture references and stuff. Whereas this movie is contained in its own world. There's no dated references, is what I'm saying.
No.
And Dumb and Dumber, it's just the guy gets diarrhea. That on paper, probably not that funny. When you see it happening, Jeff Daniels, where's his fucking Oscar for that scene alone? Seriously.
Exactly.
I
love that one.
He laughs at his own squeaky fart. It's amazing. It's a flat out masterpiece. Okay, so here, let's get into it. Okay, so Dumb and Dumber released December 16th, 1994. It's the third and final film of Jimothy Carrey's insane Hollywood year. 1994. Okay. Now again, 94. That's when Jim Carrey goes from the white guy on In Living Color to the biggest movie star on Planet Hollywood. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
On Planet Hollywood.
On Planet Hollywood. And
in the restaurant.
This was his second biggest hit of the year. Okay. It's not his biggest. The Mask is the biggest. But as Phil said, budget of $17 million. It makes 14 times that at the box office. My favorite of the trifecta is probably this. Then it's Ace Ventura for me, even though Ace Ventura Nature Calls, the sequel, is my all-time favorite Jim Carrey.
20 times or 100 times is amazing.
Oh, it's way funnier in the original. It's one of those rare instances where the sequel totally bests the original. But the biggest one was The Mask. The Mask made over 350 fucking million. Like, this was a huge year for comedy, and especially for Jimothy Carrey, 1994. Now, we talked about the Farrellies. The Irish Catholic brothers, you know, the Farrellies. Peter Farrelly's the one you want to keep in mind. Oh, and also, by the way, we know it's Farrelly. Shut the flip up.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Okay, come on. Come on. I have 126 IQ. I'm the new Kanye.
I'm 97 and I can say it.
Phil can say it at 97, goddammit, and he's sitting on a big pile of poopy.
Yes. Not my own. That's the mystery.
We'll figure it out, okay? I told you, that's for the Patreon. Is who put that big pile of poopy in Phil's basement?
Yeah.
Peter Farrelly was a screenwriter, okay, before this happened. He had written tons of scripts. They kept getting sold but not made. It's very common. People just buy them up and just send them to script readers. Script reader reads it, goes, it's pretty good, sends it up, stack up, and then some executive reads it, goes, you know what, let's buy it and not make it. It's just some shit they do. Seriously, very common in Hollywood. Oh, yeah. So Peter Farrelly was writing shit tons of screenplays. They were getting bought up. They weren't getting made, so he's not getting known. He's kind of getting known as somebody who can write a script that gets sold, sure, but he's not getting known to any wider audience, right? So he's getting frustrated as fuck. And he starts to think, fuck it, I should be directing, not just being some lowly screenwriter who's being disrespected left and right,
Yeah.
Thing is, he needed a script. Now, Bennett Yellen had written one. And it was considered by producers and script readers to be one of the single worst screenplays they had ever fucking read. And it was called Dumb and Dumber. Now, the original screenplay that Bennett Yellen wrote bears very little resemblance to the film. In fact, it had a shit ton of people come in and try doing rewrites. They were getting paid to try and punch up this script to make it something. John Hughes took a pass at this fucking screenplay. John Hughes.
Yeah.
Fun little mini factoid. Anyways, the Farrellys picked it up, right? And they were like, this is a big, much like what's going on in Philip's basement right now, this is a big pile of poopy.
Big pile of poop.
But we can do something with this screenplay, So they start punching it up. They give it a little work over. And they try shopping it around Hollywood to be like, hey, we want to direct this movie, the movie based on this screenplay. But everybody they went to was like, we're not having anything to do with Dumb and Dumber. The word had gotten out. It's one of the most unreadable scripts ever, right? So they had to have come up with a fake name for the screenplay. Same screenplay, but they had to come up with a fake name for it so that people would read it. So they gave it a fake title, A Power Tool Is Not a Toy. So they took up, they took it around and, they went around Tinkletown and finally, New Line Cinema, Phil. New Line Cinema. They took it on. Robert Boucher.
Robert Boucher.
Whose sister is in this fucking movie.
Yep.
She is in this movie.
She's Miss, what's they call her? I'm sorry, Miss.
Oh, Miss Loogie. Miss Loogie Born?
It's Loogie Booger or something.
Yeah, Miss Loogie.
She's like, I'm sorry, Mrs. Loogie Booger.
It's newborn.
Yeah.
Newborn.
Noogie Booger.
Noogie Booger.
Noogie Booger. She's like, it's Nugaborin.
Yeah, it's some name that
like,
he's absolutely getting wrong. But
Noogie Booger.
New Line Cinema, okay? So they took it on. They were like, fine, we'll make this fucking movie. And it's so funny how often you and me keep coming back to New Line Cinema. They were a powerhouse when we were little poopers, okay?
Yep.
So here's just some of the movies New Line Cinema produced in the 80s and 90s, okay? It's a non-exhaustive list. It's just a few. These are the movies New Line Cinema produced in the 80s and 90s. Obviously, the Nightmare on Elm Street series, okay? New Line Cinema has always been called the house that Freddy built. Critters, a.k.a. what Phil calls his poops.
Yep.
John Waters' Hairspray, a.k.a. the stuff Phil huffs.
Mm-hmm.
House
and
Party.
And then I get to see the ghost of Divine.
That's right. House Party, House Party, a.k.a. the scariest film Phil's ever seen.
Hey.
Suburban Commando, a.k.a. what Phil calls it when he walks around his neighborhood drunk and naked.
With a gun.
House Party 2, the second scariest film Phil has ever seen.
Okay, cool, man.
Glengarry Glen Ross, a.k.a. the film Phil has never seen.
No. Or I say wrong.
Who's the Man, a.k.a. not Phil.
Yeah, that's true.
Needful Things, a.k.a. what Phil calls huffable hairspray canisters.
Yes.
I know. The Mask, a.k.a. the thing Philip was kicked out of Whole Foods for refusing to wear. Also, he was high on hairspray and going Suburban Commando.
Yeah.
7, a.k.a. the number that ate 9.
Yeah,
I wrote jokes.
I like that.
Now and Then, a.k.a. Phil's answer to the question, do you ever bathe?
Now and then.
Yeah. The Stupids, a.k.a. the Shadburns. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite movies.
I had to do it. Okay, so look, that's a brief list of New Line movies from the 90s. Anyways, Phil, let's talk about the cast because wowee,
That's a big
thowee.
cast.
Big fucking cast. Almost as big as my big, beautiful brain.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Jeff Daniels.
Now, Jim Carrey came on, and they were like, the Ferrellis were like, I've never heard of this guy. And then they were like, well, he's the white guy on In Living Color. Like, seriously, that's how he was known in Hollywood. An old Tinkletown. He came on, and they loved him. They loved his energy. They even let him take a pass at the rewriting of the script. Right? The original ending for Dumb and Dumber. Okay? You remember in the movie? Hold on, I have to burp.
Okay.
That's how I burp. Is that weird?
No, that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like the way I burp?
I like the way you burp.
Call me by your burp. Okay, so...
it's two gay fat guys.
It's two gay fat guys. So, in the original ending for Dumb and Dumber, you remember in the movie, everything kind of works out in Aspen, but, Lloyd doesn't get the girl, Harry doesn't get the girl, and they're walking down the street, two broke dummies.
Yeah.
The big bus pulls up full of beautiful babes going to a whole tour around the country to just go be hot. And they need two guys who will fucking totally just give them rub downs and oil them up. And so they look pretty. All right. And then they're like, hey, no. Oh, sorry. Aspen's back that way. Right. They're too stupid to see the good luck in front of their face.
Yeah.
The original screenplay, they get on the bus and they get a big lucky break. That's how the Ferrellis had it. And Jim Carrey was the one who was like, no, don't you think it would be so much funnier if they're too stupid to realize that they're going to have. Yeah, all right. So that's Jimothy Carrey. That's the genius of Jimothy Carrey right there.
Thank you, Jimothy Carey.
Thank you, Jimothy Carey. I love you, Jimothy Carey. I love you, Jimothy Carey.
That's a weird accent.
Well, you've never been to New Jersey then, dumbass.
Not yet.
You should watch The Sopranos. They all talk like that.
Okay.
So Jeffrey Daniels, as Phil mentioned, actor. Like a fucking action.
Arachnophobia.
He's an Arachnophobia. Yes, an amazing movie that we do have to do. But I was also thinking like, other movies he's been in.
Escanaba and the Moonlight. The Purple Rose of Cairo.
I'm starting to think you cheated on your IQ test. No,
maybe you cheated.
Yeah, maybe you cheated, piece of shit. I'll take another one. Probably score higher, dude. Probably get a 1,000.
Yeah.
Get a non-existent number, dumbass.
Yeah. What if I just got infinity?
Yeah. What would you do then, puss? That's when you know that you're talking to somebody with definitely a below 80 IQ.
Yeah, it's like I've already won.
I've already won. If you're talking about that.
Walk away.
Okay, so Jeff Daniels was an actual fucking actor.
I know.
And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. Are you sure it's just 97? You sure it's not 38?
It's 97, brother.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But Jeff Daniels was an actual actor. No, that's so fucking snobby to say that. I take that back. Jim Carrey's a fucking actor too. But Jeff Daniels, well, then again, that's how Hollywood kind of looks at it. If you're a comedian or
You're just a
if
clown.
you're just a fucking clown, you just, you just do fart jokes. If you're
Somersaults.
yeah, exactly. Like seriously, like if you're if you're Bruce Campbell, you're just the good-looking dumbass from horror movies, right?
Yeah.
Give him no chance to be in anything more serious, you know. And that's how people were looking at Jim Carrey. They were like, look, he's a big, funny, stupid, skinny, manic psycho. Put him in the comedy. Jeff Daniels, they really wanted him. And the problem, of course, is that Hollywood was like, no, he's a serious actor. I don't want him in this.
You'll ruin him.
He'll fucking ruin it. He'll fucking ruin it. His agent was like, I don't want you in this because it'll ruin you. It'll ruin your career, right? Jeff Daniels read the script. He was like, this is fucking great. This is ace. This is hilarious. This is the funniest shit I've ever read. I'm coming in my fucking... He was like, guys... There's like this weird substance emitting from the front of my body in my crotchal region. It's like...
Jeff, that's common.
I don't know. What is that? I'm an actor, okay? Is there a proper
I'm an
word?
actor. I don't know what things are.
I don't know what things are. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Actors are still stupid. But he was a serious actor, okay?
Yes.
Terms of Endearment. Another movie you haven't seen, but let's just say it's you wouldn't like it. It's good.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. So
Child, I'm a mother.
that's right. So does that mean like
Hulk Hogan, brother.
I'm Hulk Hogan, brother? Yeah. But Hulk Hogan's not in this though, is he?
No, surprisingly, he's not in this, and he's in everything.
I'm so glad he is not in this movie. He would have fucking
God,
ruined
no.
it.
I'm the third friend. No. Except I'm not dumb. It's like, no, you're still dumb.
And I fuck like a champ. And I do happen to say the N-word when I ejaculate, but that's just...
But that was Terry Bollea saying the N-word.
Yeah, it's... I know that
Hulk
weird...
Hogan would never say the N-word.
It's like, okay, but you, like on your driver's license, what's the name? That does not matter. Okay, so they didn't want him in this. They didn't want him in this so much that the studio made an offer to his agent of $50,000. Okay?
Fucking buyout.
No, they were saying if we offer him such a low amount of money, he won't do this. Jeff Daniels wanted to do this, so he did it. Okay? Yeah. Whereas Jim Carrey made, how much was he paid for this? I think, God, I believe $2 million? Let me just double check. Jim Carrey.
It's got to be in the million.
Dumb and Dumber money. Jim Carrey was paid $7 million for this.
Good God.
Yes, and Jeff Daniels made around 50,000. So to the people who are working class like me and Phil, they hear 50,000, they're like, "Holy fuck, that ain't fucking bad."
Yeah.
It's not. It is not bad. $50,000 for 60 days of work, not fucking bad. Having said that, when literally the guy you're doing equal amounts of scenes and lines with is making $7 million, that's fucking wrong. But this is how much people wanted to deter Jeff Daniels from doing this part. Jeff Daniels, ever the actor, was like, I'm sorry, this just sounds fun as shit to play such a stupid fucking person. And thank God he took this part.
Yes.
Thank fucking God. Because they were looking at all sorts of people for this. Like some of these, do you have any of those?
The people who was supposed to play Larry, they considered Steve
Bannon?
Martin.
Oh.
And Martin Short. I couldn't have. I can't see that.
Look, those two are fucking hysterical.
Great.
They're one of the great
Yeah.
comedy teams. I'm with you. I couldn't see that shit at all, dude.
Yeah, it
actually,
just
wait a
wouldn't-
second. Let's back up for a minute. It actually makes sense in 1994 for a script like this to think of Steve Martin. Because
Okay.
he played the original dumbest
Jerk.
fucking man who ever lived. And The Jerk, exactly.
Yeah,
A
okay.
movie we have got to do very soon. Because
Yes.
that is one of my all-time favorite comedies.
Yeah, it's in my top 10.
But it's one of those things where this movie is so fucking classic, especially for our generation, that I cannot picture anybody else doing it.
I can't. No.
Like, great
Oh,
comedy duo, I can't see them being replaced with another great comedy duo for this. No.
Yeah.
Who else did they look at? There were some weird ones, like, I think they were
That's
looking...
what I've got, but I don't have
Okay.
any other notes on who would have been.
Okay, so who else is in this then?
All right. Well, we have Lauren Holly as Mary Swanson or Samsonite. as
So let's go
they-
slow. We're going to go person by person as we talk about
Gotcha.
this script, okay?
Yeah.
This movie,
Yeah.
which was based on a script, so I'm not wrong.
Mhm.
She's amazing in this. In the sense of she's just she is not incredibly fleshed out as a character.
Yeah.
She is just I'm kind of backing up as I say that. I'm kind of backpedaling here. She's kind of just useless character in the sense of she's just there to make Lloyd chase after her and then
Yeah.
to make Lloyd and Harry fight in the third act. That's literally all she's there for. Having said that, you know, there's some real chemistry between Lloyd and Mary in this movie, and it makes me wonder did you know that those two wound up getting
Getting
hot
married for, like,
and heavy?
a
and
year?
They got married? For how long?
A year.
I knew they got married. I thought it was longer.
A little bit less than that or something. Yeah, it was like
Well,
not long.
she was pro-vaccine. That's why they got split up. Did you remember
Probably.
Jim Carrey wound up with what's her name?
Jenny McCartney.
Yeah. But yeah, they were,
Arthur.
they fell in love. I mean, wouldn't
Yeah.
you fall in love too with that fucking chipped tooth?
Oh yeah, I like chip teeth.
I know you do. Me too.
I like potato chips.
I like it when people have potato chips for teeth. They don't last long, but I like them.
Yeah.
And I like you.
Thank you.
Do you like me, or
Yes, I like you. You're a cool fellow.
do you like
You're a close friend
me?
of mine.
Do you like me?
Yes, Arnold, I like you.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Arnold.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, she's great in this, so to speak. It's funny that they have so many Mary characters in their movies because you got Mary Swanson and then you got Mary Steenburgen. No, wait,
Mary
I'm just kidding.
Mary Steenburgen.
No, Mary. What the hell was Mary's name from There's Something About Mary?
I don't remember the last name.
And you've also not seen that movie that much.
I've seen it a few times.
That blows my mind, dude. That you should have seen that just as much as this. That really, I cannot wait to get to that movie because
Yeah.
you will call me and be like, "You're right, I'm wrong. That's the funniest movie ever made."
Okay.
It's up there. It's up there. Definitely top 10. I'm not kidding, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna sell it that highly. There's Something About Mary is their fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
But okay, so who else is in this?
Next, we have the Gas Man, played by Mike Starr.
Mike
How do they know
Starr.
that gas?
How they know I got
As
gas?
Joe Mentalino.
He is so Mentalino.
Mentalino, yeah.
He is so good in this movie. Like for the most part, you're thinking he's the bad guy, and then he fucking dies halfway through. Like
Yeah.
one thing I've always loved in comedies is where they treat the bad guy seriously. Instead of making him like slipping on piles of poop and being like, whoa, like trying to get laughs from every single character, including the antagonist. Like, hell no. In a movie that's this stupid, you need to have high stakes. And the fact that there is a guy who will straight up murder them.
He could have just like shot him in the head at like a hotel.
Yeah. But the thing is, the movie treats Mike Starr's character, Joe, serious as fuck. He's not just like whoa, okay. He's not like as dumb as them. No, he's a smart guy who winds up stuck in the middle of two of the dumbest human beings who have ever fucking lived. And they're like, you want to hear the most annoying sound on earth? Which was totally improvised, by the way.
Improvised, yeah.
Yeah, totally fucking improvised. And he's sitting there just like, oh, just stop. And then they wind up trying to pull a prank on him and kill him. And it's just beautiful.
Here's your pills. They're good for you.
Pills are good. Pills are good. I love that scene.
It's like, when they that's involuntary manslaughter.
Of course it is. No, they accidentally murdered a human being. That is involuntary. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. To be fair, he was about to kill them, you know, like yes, this. Look, my favorite scene in this whole movie is with another actor who's only been in 2 movies. This and Joe Dirt. It's the scene where Mike Starr is in he's at the payphone and he's telling the bad guy, Charles Rocket. We'll get to him in a second, but they're talking to he's talking to Charles Rocket and he's explaining, all right, this is what's going on, all that stuff. And there's the guy then just tapping on them. Excuse me, have you ever heard the concept of other people? Get off the phone. And he just punches right through the glass, knocks him out.
You're making me mad. Oh, he's making me, you know. Like,
what is that actor's name? That particular actor.
I don't have it down.
Oh my God. Hold on. Dumb
I don't think I do.
Dumber actor.
No, I don't.
Payphone. Hold on. No. We got to say this fucking guy's name. Fred Stoller. Wait, is that right?
Okay.
Is that right? Let me just double check. Yes, Fred Stoller, who he is a stand-up comedian, apparently an author. He's an actor. He's like, apparently he's been in a few more things than I said. I take that back, actually.
Like Ray Romano.
But yes, very much. But yeah, he is credited as Anxious Man at Phone. He was also in Joe Dirt as the chemistry teacher, the guy who says, well, then thank God for Joe Dirt, right?
Yeah.
He's so fucking funny. And I've heard him interviewed by Mark Maron on WTF back in the day. Yeah. And he is every bit the character, the type of person you think he is. He's like a neurotic mess and bitchy and whiny and just like, you know, very of his era of stand-up comedy from like the 70s and 80s, where he's just very much like, and I don't understand, why did the thing and the blah, blah, blah. Like he's very much like that, and he is so fucking funny when somebody that bitchy comes up against this hard-ass street fucking guy from, you know, New England in Mike Starr's character. It's such a fucking great scene. I love Mike Starr in this movie. All right, who else we got?
Next we got, not Johnny Rocket, but Charles Rocket as Nicholas Andre.
Charles
He's in
Rocket.
It's Pat.
He was in It's Pat. That's right.
Yeah, the guy that obsessed with him.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I'll figure out who you are.
It's funny too. You know, Charles Rocket lived a pretty short life. He was so fucking good in this movie as the bad guy.
Yeah.
You'd know him from other stuff. He was in Hocus Pocus on Disney.
Dances with Wolves.
Like Earth Girls Are Easy. Okay, another early Jimothy Carrey movie. He was in Delirious, which is a John Candy movie that used to be on Comedy Central. It is not fucking good. You do not have to have seen that movie.
So it's not Who's Harry Crumb?
No, it's not.
Who's Harry Crumb is this on the ground?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You are oh, you're serious? Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not going to laugh at it. Okay, then. But yeah, he's great, man. I love Charles Rocket. Charles Rocket was he's better known for being a cast member on Saturday Night Live in the brief 5-year period.
I slightly remember him from that. Yeah.
Why would you? You weren't alive in 1981.
They're called reruns,
and they did not rerun that era.
Yeah, they did on Comedy Central.
Not much. Not much. Not much.
They did.
Not much. Not much. You're lying to me.
All right. I forgot. You're the mayor of Comedyville.
Thank you.
No.
Well, no, it's not that. Look, I have a higher IQ, which means that if you ever think I'm wrong, I'm probably right, and you just don't understand. Okay. You know I'm going to keep throwing that out there.
I'll write that down on my Etch-a-Sketch.
All right. Truth is, I totally cheated. I actually have a 56 IQ. Okay.
I thought.
That's what I thought. Fuck you. Anyways, he was on SNL for the 1980-81 season, which is when Lorne Michaels left. Okay, Lorne Michaels from 75 to the early 1980 season, he's the guy. And from 1985 to now, Lorne Michaels was the guy that ran SNL. From 1980 to 1985, 5 years, okay, Lorne Michaels was like, fuck it, I'm out, okay, for internal problems. There was a lot of pressure from NBC and all that, and he bounced. So they bring in this cast to replace fucking, you know, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, all these people. SNL, this is when they started saying Saturday Night Live, more like Saturday Night Dead, right? They thought the show would not last. One of the original replacements, again, I have to burp. That's how I burp. I don't know. Stop laughing.
I like it. It sounds like a Muppet.
Yeah, like a cute Muppet who's got a big brain.
Yeah.
Like a cute, smart Muppet.
Yeah, you're Dr. Bunsen Honeydew.
Thank you.
He's smart.
Thank you very much.
The doctor.
So Charles Rocket's brought in as a replacement. And for a second, people were like, hey, maybe he's going to be the next Bill Murray, the next Chevy Chase. He's like 6'2", good looking guy, you know, got an edgy sense of humor, all that kind of stuff. But he gets fired very unceremoniously because, well, he said the fuck word. Okay. Oh. Phil, he said the fuck word.
That's edgy. I like that.
For 1981, yes, it is. Here's what happened. This is from Wikipedia.org. I've never heard of this site, but I'm sure it's legit. Okay, so the Saturday Night Live episode of February 21st, 1981, hosted by Dallas star Charlene Tilton. This is how fucking old this is. Featured a parody of the famed Who Shot JR story arc from, from Dallas. During the show, a plot line had Charles Rocket and Charlene Tilton flirting while other cast members expressed jealousy. Remember, Charles Rocket, whatever you think, good looking, like sharp features, like a different looking, you know, he's a good looking guy. Him and Charlene Tilton throughout the show were flirting with each other, leading to Charles Rocket being shot in the chest by a sniper in the middle of a sketch. I want you to remember this. Leading to Charles Rocket being shot in the chest by a sniper in the middle of a sketch. In the show's closing moments, as cast members are all standing around and all that stuff, saying goodnight, Tilton, Charlene Tilton, the host, asked Rocket how he felt about being shot. In character, Rocket replied, live on TV, Phil, "Oh man, it's the first time I've ever been shot in my life. I'd like to know who fucking did it." Fired. Fired immediately. Fired immediately. Now, Charles Rocket went on to have a fine career in film, okay, and television. Mm-hmm. You know, he wound up being on Remington Steele for an episode, Miami Vice for an episode, Murphy's Law, Murder, She Wrote. A bunch of stuff. Wings, Lois and Clark, Touched by an Angel, Picket Fences. Like, the dude did a bunch of work. Star Trek, the
Chain
X.
link fences.
He was on Star Trek Voyager. He was on X-Files. Guy did a Superman, the animated series. R.I.P. to the voice actor.
That wasn't Superman.
I
that
just
was
realized.
Batman.
I just
Kevin
realized.
Conroy.
I just realized that.
That's Andy Daly or some guy or
No, it's Andy.
Daly.
It was Andy Dick. But
I'm Superman.
but Charles Rocket. I mean, I guess we don't have to say this, but just to tie up this loose thread.
Yeah.
Charles Rocket was found dead in a field on his Connecticut property on October 7th, 2005, with his throat slit. He was 56 years old. Let me finish. He's 56 years old. 10 days later, state medical examiner ruled the death as suicide.
Mm-hmm.
That is a shame for such a fucking talent, dude, because he was... I love Charles Rocket. Like, he's not in a bunch of stuff I saw, but I loved him in this movie, man.
Carrie Garr as Helen Swanson, which is Mary's stepmom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Terry Garr.
Lynn Shay.
Hold on.
Talked about
what are you doing? We got to talk about... We're going cast member by cast member and talking about their scenes, thereby talking about the movie. We're going low and slow here, Stink Bug.
I misunderstood.
You did misunderstand, but that's okay. I love you. You know?
All right.
I love you no matter what you do.
Thank you.
You know? I love you.
Carrie Garr.
Oh, you want me to stop doing the bit? Why do you have to be Bit Killer? Why are you bringing back Bit Killer? I just wanted to tell you that I love you.
Okay.
I love you in a field. I love you banana peeled. I love you in some hay. I love you if you're gay. Which you are. And I'm not because I'm cool. I love you in the air. I love you have no hair.
Okay.
I love you until I don't, and now I don't because you fucked up my bit. I was just trying to be cutesy, and you fucked me up. All right, thanks, butt breath.
Okay.
Terry Garr. Terry Garr is great in this, but she's in it for like 2 fucking seconds. And I always forget who Terry Garr is until I look her up and remember she's the fucking mom from Close. She was the mom in Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
Right? Okay, yeah. She was Richard Dreyfuss's wife. She was in fucking Tootsie. She was in Mr. Mom. Okay. Caitlyn Jenner? No, she was Mr. Mom, you know.
Yeah,
I guess that sucks. I don't know. I mean, it's probably transphobic. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, I'm just you try
do it on Twitter.
Definitely shouldn't do it on Twitter. She was in The Player. Did you ever see The Player, the movie with it's a Robert Altman movie with Tim Robbins?
No.
That's a fucking classic, dude. You'd love it. She has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she's in this movie, and she plays Mary's mom. Her rich, socialite, bitchy mom.
Yep.
You know? She didn't commit suicide in a field or anything, so don't worry. She's alive.
No, just Charles Rocket and Charles Johnny Rocket.
Charles Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
Go on, butt breath.
Okay. We have Victoria Rowell. Victoria Rowell as the
Raoul?
FBI. No, it's Rowell. Rowell. Rowell.
That's a horrible name. Can we call her Victoria Raoul?
We'll call her Victoria. Victoria Raoul Julia.
Okay, thank you. Who does she play in it?
FBI agent Beth Jordan.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah,
she's great. What else has she done?
Well, she's in Leonard Part 6. I've never seen Leonard Part 6.
Has she done anything else? Okay, fair enough. Has she done anything else?
She's in Eve's Bayou.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, she was also in
know.
Barbed Wire.
Okay. I slightly remember that.
She played one of Pamela Anderson's boobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Other than that, she's yeah, she also she was one of the people who Me Too'd Les Moonves from the CBS Corporation, so good on her. And also, sorry you had to go through that. That sucks. Yeah. So she was good in this, man. She was really fucking funny, playing off of Harry's dumbass.
Yeah,
Just
give me the fucking
number.
Okay, well, if you're gonna be pushy, I'm just going.
Yeah, she's so goddamn good in this.
Yeah.
What would have happened if he shot him in the face? She's like, that was a risk we were willing to take.
Yes, I love that part. Like, yeah, what if it would have shot me in the face? Yeah, what if it's like, as a reference.
Love it. God damn it. This movie, dude. Because there's no way to really.
I think I'm going to watch it after we're done recording. I'm like,
it's one of the best, dude. It's one of my favorites. I love this movie. I adore it so hard. And we were trying to think of a way to attack talking about it and stuff. And it's like, we'll just go cast member by cast member. Who do you got next?
Well, we have Seabass, played by Cam Neely, a NHL player for the Bruins in 1983 to 96.
That was
nickname.
Hold on, that was Cam fucking Neely?
That's Cam Neely, yeah.
Wow, dude. The Cam Neely Foundation was a foundation that he set up for, oh God, it's some disease. Let me look this up.
Yeah.
The Cam Neely Foundation. Let's see. I can't find it. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Because they used to have fucking Comedy Central specials where it was for the Cam Neely Foundation, and you would have, a bunch of Boston comics come out and just do stand-up. It was great. Yeah. They used to play it on Comedy Central. Foundation. The Cam Neely Foundation, it's a nonprofit. Okay. Oh, it's for cancer care. It's for cancer care.
Okay, that's what I think. It's got to be some kid that's sick, like some kind of sick kid thing.
Yeah, I would imagine it's some sick kid thing. Yeah, and he set that up.
Thanks
there it is.
Saying it that way.
His mother died of cancer in 1987, so it's not for kids. Okay, it's for his mom, and then his dad died of the same fucking cancer in '93. He founded the charity, the Cam Neely Foundation, otherwise known as the Cam Neely House, and he founded it in '95. And that same year, asked Dennis Leary if he was interested in orchestrating a Boston-based comedy benefit show, which became the annual Comics Come Home event, which has had these performers. Jim Brewer. That sucks. That's the first name. Bounty. Oh, that sucks. That's the first name. But also, like, good people. Bill Burr, fucking Louis C.K., Dane Cook, fine.
Yeah, we'll take him.
Nick DiPaolo. Over Jim Brewer? Absolutely. Yeah. Nick DiPaolo, fine. Jimmy Fallon. Jim Gaffigan, Janine Garofalo, Gary Goldman, Robert Kelly, Jay Moore, Mark Maron, John Mulaney, Patrice O'Neill, Brian Regan. I mean, fuck, dude. It's got everybody.
Damn.
Stephen Wright, But I didn't know that was Cam Neely. And, dude, he is so... Look, Seabass is one of the fucking... That scene is... perfect. Yeah. That scene is perfect. Look, this is a road movie, right?
Yeah.
This is a buddy comedy on the road. It's a fucking road movie, and it's so fucking well done. And that scene at the fucking like Denny's style restaurant is so good.
Spilled the salt. You gotta throw it over your shoulder. Bonk.
What the hell? You know? Yeah. And he gets, and I just love it.
And he's just pointing at Harry. Like, you fucking piece of
Jim
shit.
Carrey's such a pussy in this.
He's just like,
it's him.
It's like,
It was
what
him.
you
It
doing?
was him. It was him. It was him. And then he's just like, I'm sorry. And then he just hawks a loogie in his burger. And then at the end they steal the shit and they run off. And they're just like, that was genius. That was genius, Lloyd. Where'd you come up with that?
Not in the movie once.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, what happened? They just skipped out of town. And he's like, nah, the guy caught up with him 3 miles down the road and slit their throats.
Throats, ear to ear.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect, man. God. Oh, God. I didn't know that was Cam Neely. Yeah, he was an NHL player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played NHL. What does NHL mean? Nasty Ho League. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah,
that.
Nasty Ho League.
No,
It's
we
called the
don't support shit like that on this show. Go on. Never mind. Fuck him.
Oh, Nasty Hose League. The hose is, a hose, like a water hose. And it's just dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So next we got Harlan Williams as the police officer.
Skip.
You might know him from Rocket Man and Half Baked. Is it Rocket Man?
Next.
Okay.
No, okay, fine. No. I'm not okay. I was being a dick. Look, Harlan Williams, I don't like, but I love him in this movie.
Yeah.
You get the hell out of here. Hey, that's such another great scene. Tic tac, sir. Clearly ADR'd that line in there. Fucking perfect. I love it. He's so fucking funny. And yes, Rocket Man. Great. That's where I just remember the trailer where he's in a spacesuit and he fills it and he farts in it and it fills the spacesuit ridiculously. And I saw Flubber instead, and I bet you both are equally shitty. Okay,
equally bad.
Yeah. So moving right
I could
along.
not get into Flubber.
No, Flubber sucks, dude. Anybody who is above the age of 0 says they like that should be punched in the fucking mouth. Okay, immediately, legally, with a notary public there to watch.
I agree.
Okay, who else we got?
Lynn Shay, sister to Robert Shea of New Line Cinema.
Excuse me. Robert Boucher. Okay.
Robert Boucher.
Thank you, Coach Clan. Yes. Lynn Shay is amazing. That's all I can say. And I'll always love her for this movie and for Kingpin. And for she was with the Forellis for a while. Something About Mary. Yeah. She played Magda. She was perfect in that. Or Magatha. Yes. I think Magatha is not right. But she's also the teacher in the scene in the original Nightmare on Elm Street where she sees Tina in the body bag. And everything slows down and she follows her body bag into the basement where Freddy is. And he's like, you fucking little asshole, quit getting in my way.
Yeah.
Basically.
Gay redneck.
Yeah. He's like, you listen here, you little fucking piece of ass. I hate you.
Like, okay. You little piece of ass. I hate you. I like that. That's funny.
Thanks, man. All right, moving right along. Who else? I just want to say, Lynn Shay is a fucking staple. She's a badass. She's fucking crazy fucking funny. When you see her as the school teacher in A Nightmare on Elm Street, she's just doing the scene that you see in a bunch of stuff like Halloween and stuff where, especially in horror movies and especially in slasher movies where the teacher is not the focus of the scene. They're talking about something that is some subject that Dante's Inferno, something that kind of relates to what's going on in the movie. She's such a non-character in that scene in a lot of ways. And then she goes on to team up with the Farrelly brothers and do some of the most insane comedy of the fucking past 30 years. Love her to pieces.
Yes.
Love her to pieces.
All right. Well, we got the blind kid with the bird, played by Brady Blum. It's the blind kid with the bird.
He's so blind in this.
Yeah. Pretty bird, pretty bird.
He's like, you gave Petey to a blind kid. He's like, yeah.
I sold some stuff. What'd you sell?
Oh, some baseball cards,
like a marble, baseball cards. Petey.
Petey. He's like, Petey. He didn't even have a head. Our pet's heads are falling out.
I didn't know he was dead.
Oh, he's on Dateline
He's
or
like,
whatever.
what kind of animals do this?
Yeah. God damn it, man. What a fucking sick scene. Oh, so offensive. So just jarringly stupid.
Yeah.
I love that. Hey, pretty Polly want a cracker? He's got a bunch of fucking masking tape around his
Yes. Masking tape.
God damn it. Okay, move on. We can't just sit here laughing at scenes. Oh, God damn it. That's so good.
All right. Next,
So crazy.
we have Helton Perry. Helton
Perry?
Felton, Felton.
Felton.
Yeah.
That's a fucking name.
Felton Perry as Detective Dale. You might know this guy from RoboCop 1 to 3. He's
Was he the Ed 209?
No, he's yes, he's Ed 209.
You
no,
actually
he's
answered. He tried doing other roles. He keeps falling downstairs and can't get up.
one of the executives for what the fuck is that? Omnicorp.
Hold on. Tell me his name again. Tell me his name again. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy. Yes.
Felton Perry.
Yes.
He's from the Robot Cop movies.
Yes. He was great. He was great in this.
Yeah.
Love him to pieces. And I don't have much more to say. Like, let's.
Yeah, I only.
I mean, not knocking him. He's great. I'm just saying, he's just like a go-to character actor. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right. Well, as Mary Swanson's dad, Hank Brandt. Hank
Brandt. I'm Hank Brandt.
Yeah, he was in soap operas and stuff.
He's not somebody that sticks out to me. In fact, I think he's a piece of shit that I don't like.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm kidding. He's probably great. What a great guy. He's dead. That sucks.
Yeah.
How'd he die? You want to see how he died?
I'm hoping wrestling a grizzly bear while on crack.
No. It was a python and it was on club drugs. Okay, so let's not laugh. Moving right along. Moving along. Who else we got? Let's finish this up. Almost we're
Connie Sawyer as the nice old lady.
Now, don't you go dying now. What is it? Don't you go dying on me. That lady.
Yeah, don't you go dying on me.
Okay, she's amazing. I love how fucking immediately pissed off she gets when he says that. And this lady is the reason we decided to do this episode this way, because we got to touch on most fucking scenes, how much we love them, but you were telling me that she's kind of a badass.
Yeah, she died at 105 as the oldest working actress in Hollywood.
Jesus
Her
Jesus criminy.
career spanned 85 years.
85 fucking years?
85 years, yeah.
So wait, then she would have gone from like with the silent era onwards.
Yeah.
She was
like vaudeville.
She would have been like 10 years in by the time talkies came around.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, man. That's nuts. What was her name again? What was her name?
Connie Sawyer.
Connie Sawyer?
Sawyer.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Damn, dude, born in 1912, died in 2018. This lady got the fuck around, huh? Holy shit. Oh, wait a minute, I take that back. She didn't start acting until she was 47 years old.
Okay.
She started with a movie in 1959 called A Hole in the Head. She was in True Grit, the original. She was in Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. She was in Foul Play. She was in And Justice for All, When Harry Met Sally, The Bonfire of the Vanities, Dumb and Dumber. She was on
Office.
She was on Murphy Brown. The Office? Something's got to give.
Michael Scott's grandma, yeah.
This bitch was in fucking Pineapple Express, dude. Like, she was fucking doing it, man.
She was a boss.
She was a boss with a big fucking dick, dude. She's a fucking big dick boss player.
She was like, oh, that's my big dick. I was like, all right, grandma.
Have a taste of this.
Yeah.
Have a half.
Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, some old lady shit, but she's holding like an obscenely long penis.
Yeah, it's like, I can't put that in my pipe, grandma.
Yeah, come on, you know that. I put that in my butt.
Big.
It's too big.
Yeah.
Not too big for my mouth, though, Gam.
Too big.
Too big.
That's too big to get it out.
Too big. That's Mr. Was that Mr. Ed?
Yeah, Mr. Ed fucked by a rhino.
We've officially reached the end of the episode. Philip, do you have any factoids left? And if so, just give me a wink and a nod so we can do the intro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that means it's time for...
Factoids from beyond.
No, pussy. No, pussy. Pussy screams pussy. We have a fucking long-running bit and you're still scared to do it? You're doing stand-up tomorrow, you pussy. You can't scream in your house? Scream. Scream it like a man.
Factoids from beyond the scenes.
All right, shut. Don't scream that fucking loud. Jesus Christ. All right, fine. Go on.
Okay, well, did you know that...
I probably did. I'm a genius, remember?
Okay, well, if you're such a genius, did you know that Jim Carrey actually has a chipped tooth? And
yes, and he had his cap removed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did know that. Okay.
Well, the hotel
Transylvania?
and the bar and the Lamborghini scenes were shot at the Stanley Hotel, the inspiration for The Shining.
Really?
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary. That's scary. I'm kind of scared right now.
Jim Carrey improvised, "No way. That's great. We've landed on the moon."
Oh, did he do that?
Yeah.
He's so silly. He's got a career ahead of him.
He's a silly Billy. He's a silly Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's not Billy Carey. That's his dad. That's his old man.
Well, Jeff Daniels got his frizzy hair from not using conditioner and not combing it.
Are you serious? That's great.
Yeah, it's like, so every time I wake up.
So yeah, me too. That's like definitely that's some very like that's some Daniel Day-Lewis shit right there, son. Fact me, baby. Fact me. Fact me.
It's a remix song. The Rat Poison. Fact me. Rat Poison.
Say it again. Sorry.
The Rat Poison was Smarties.
Oh man, these factoids are also fun, huh?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
If
I fail. Uh-huh.
if Mary married Lloyd, she'd be Merry Christmas. The boy in the
Plastic bubble.
commercial that they're crying at, that was Jonathan Brandis.
Are you serious?
In the Pacific Bell commercial, yeah, that's like, oh, I'm glad we're back home now. And they're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
No more of that big, evil, icky clown to chase after us. We can now use
Yeah.
power in our house.
Now I see Chuck Norris and no one else can.
I know.
I have schizophrenia.
Clearly, I have a problem.
I clearly need to be back on my meds.
Yeah, right.
Harlan Williams' film debut. Him and Jim are both from Ontario.
Oh, cool.
Born in 1962.
Both of them?
Yeah.
So they're like twinsies?
They're twins, yes.
They're twinsies?
Yeah, they're twinsies.
Yeah. Cool. That's
Yeah.
great. That's a fucking factoid. That's a big, fat, juicy, fucking veiny fucking factoid, Phil.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it for Factoids from Beyond the Sea.
Yeah, fucking scream it, you filthy fucking bit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Dumb and Dumber, the film that's too stupid to not be discussed on this podcast, with me, Michael the Genius, and Philip, the average IQ man.
Yeah, Philip Average Joe Shadberg.
Now, join us over on the Patreon this week, where we're going to be having a listening party of the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack. Okay? That's over at patreon.com/PMTM. Link is in today's description. Next week, we're talking about the modern horror classic Barbarian.
Without the Conan.
Yes, there's no late night talk. Well, there is. I mean, Jimmy Fallon's in it for a minute, but there's no Conan. It is streaming on HBO Max, and if you haven't seen it yet, please go check it out because that movie is fucking quay. We'll get into it next week. But Phil, you gave this 100%. You said.
I gave it 100.
You didn't ask me, you piece of shit.
Well, what are you gonna give it, baby girl?
See, you gave it 100%. Dumb and Dumber, right? That's the movie we were just discussing?
Yes.
In the spirit of fairness, I give it a 0.
Okay.
All right, sign us off.
That's the spirit of fairness.
Sign us off. This movie sucked. I hated it. Go on. Go off, Quinn.
Okay.
Sign us off.
Oh, well, guys, I hope you had a dumb or dumber time on this episode, and keep up with us.
I had a dumb time.
I had a dumb time.
How was it? How was it at the? Oh, I had a dumb time.
Yeah, well, I hope everyone had a dumb time, and we'll see you next week with more Movie Podcast Now.
Starring me, Michael.
Starring me, Michael, and me, Philip. I'm both now.
He absorbed me.
I have bi-personalities.
Bye.